Good morning. I drank my coffee so quickly that even though my cup is empty, it's still steaming. Yeah, that's the kind of morning I've started off with. I have a clean work surface. I'm going to continue with my declutter project for my Sizzix dies, which I will share in a separate video because I've been doing little clips all along in the project. And I will be doing another video separately of sharing which dies I am going to be selling off. I found some duplicates. I found some that I have never used and very unlikely to use. So I thought I'd pass them on to someone who might want to use them. And quite a few of them are actually retired and long gone from both the Sizzix site and honestly, I don't know. Some of them I picked up on clearance. Some of them I got at various big box stores. So it kind of came from all over the place. So I thought I would just vlog today. Polly went grocery shopping yesterday based on my list. So I have to organize and put away all the pantry items. I'm sorry, I'm sniffly this morning. We had a little bit of a snowfall last night. I just saw that Tala's building announcement. It is One World Trade Center versus the former Chicago Tower Sears Tower in Chicago, which has been renamed to Willis Tower. Why do they do that? Why do they rename iconic places? Just seems kind of silly. Product placement? I don't know. Who's paying the tax bills? We had a little bit of a snowfall overnight. Everything's already melted. Nothing's left on the ground because it's in the mid to upper 30s. It's a little crisp outside. So I just picked up 3 eggs from the coop. Have it all written down in my, I don't know, I probably have shared this before. I keep track in my Filofax on a daily basis how many eggs we have. So this morning we had 3 eggs. Yesterday we had 4 brown eggs, and yeah, no green eggs because that green egg was definitely from our farmer friend around the corner who also has green egg laying chickens. So I was just outside, so that's why I'm kind of sniffly, and that might be why I inhaled my coffee like that. So I have a couple of things I need to get done today. Put away the pantry items from the restock that Polly picked up. What I try to do is every week I kind of look through and see what we're running low on in our pantry, or we pick up kind of more expensive item, kind of a specialty item, whether it's something like fish sauce or fresh organic turmeric, or things that are not an everyday item, but I do like to have on hand for when I am cooking outside of our regular menu. So today I'm going to be making the oven chili, which I think what I'm going to do during lunch, I'm going to prep everything and then put it in the oven. And it will cook slowly in the oven at about 300 degrees or so for hours. And what we're actually having for dinner is a little salmon fillet that Polly picked up at the store, and I'm going to make herb basmati rice as the side. But the reason I'm making the chili today is tomorrow I have back-to-back meetings most of the day, with very few breaks in between, so I wanted to prep in advance. Plus, chili always tastes better the day after anyway, so it's kind of a nice thing to do a 2-for-1. So, and while I'm preparing, the onions and all that kind of stuff for the chili, I'll just put a little aside for my prep for the rice, as well as, why am I have you staring at my laptop? File folder. That's another thing that I need to do. I have some clear recycled packaging that I'm going to cut with this. So yeah, so I'll cut once, prep once, and then I'll have the herbs and the onions all ready for the rice, will be the side. But I won't I won't do that. I can make the rice in advance, but I won't sear the fish until Polly calls me and lets me know that he's on his way home. Excuse me. There's nothing worse to me than overcooked fish. So I want to have that nice crispy skin and just flaky but still moist. Once it dries out, where it's just, I don't want it to turn to sawdust. So that's always been a challenge with me, because Paulie doesn't have a specific time that he gets off of work, depending on how much volume he has on the truck to deliver, and you know how the weather is, because we're about, I won't say 20 miles from where his hub is in Hertford. So, you know, depending on how much traffic there is, he could be home in 20 minutes or it could be 45. So I like for when he gives me a heads up, when he calls, when he's getting in his car and he's getting ready to head home and kind of has an idea, an ETA. So that's when I'll decide when to put the fish on, because the fish takes maybe 10 minutes. So once I have, the rice can sit and wait. The rice can be almost room temperature. That's fine. It's actually quite tasty when it's room temperature, and nice seared fish. I just have to make sure that I have enough. I think I have fresh lemons, because I like to grill the lemons cut side down in the pan while I'm searing the fish as well. And then I use that to squeeze onto the fish. And I have to check to see I don't think I have any fresh dill. So I might have to run out to Inner Produce, actually. I'll do that. So there's a couple of things that I need to get done today. I feel bad that you're staring at my, here, stickers. You can look at the stickers. The little puffy stickers. I think I have them left over from a couple of years ago. I did a summer project with my, our niece Amanda. So that's what I have on the to-do list for today. And I'll include a link in the description below to my full to-do list, which I've been publishing on my blog. I think it actually really helps me to stay organized, or to continue to stay organized. That way, when I think of something, see, my voice is going to go any second now. When I think of something, I just pop it on there. As I get it completed, I cross it off and change the color to green from black. If it's something that's a work in progress, like I have a work in progress project for reupholstering our dining room chairs, and I've started it. I have the fabric. I've washed the fabric. I've not cut it yet, but I have all my tools all gathered. So that particular task is in green now, because I have begun it, but it's definitely not finished. So until something's finished, it doesn't get crossed off. And I absolutely carry things over from one day to the other. There's some projects that have been, or some to-do things that have been on the list for a week or more. So you can't, there never feels like there's enough hours in the day. Plus I do work. I have a full-time job, so everything that I do outside of my full-time job has to fit around that. For example, I have a meeting in 12 minutes, so I thought I'd just do a quick heads up of what I'll be doing today. And then I have to prep for the meeting. I just have a little presentation to do. So that's it for now. So I'll be back to share with you one or several of the things I just mentioned. So I had a couple of small supplies that I needed to put away from my old Decker Crafts. And this is it's just a utility tower that my husband came home with one day for me. He's like, here, you could put your little things in it, which works out fine. So each drawer has 2 compartments that are separated by, let's see if I have one, a little divider. And I've made most of the dividers myself. And as you can see, over time they do need to be updated. So I just have the tag of what's inside. And then there's I have some findings, metal embellishments, little bottles, more bottles, tiny little light bulbs, like look at how big that is, more little bottles, little paper clothespins in wood and plastic, tiny little buttons, some flare pieces, wooden flare pieces, some shrink-a-dink dress forms that I made. That's the Tim Holtz dress form, stamped and shrunken down. Fill focus. Hold on. with a little hole for it to make it a charm. Some, oh my gosh, what are they called? Something with a W. I got these from Robin's online shop. I think these are magnets. I have all of my smooch in one drawer. Some embossing powders from Lindy Stamp Gang, Clear Snap powders, my mini inks, which it's the only way to really keep them is corralled. I have 2 drawers of those. What the Flock, a bunch of flock. Oh, I think this has, oh yeah, it has a bracelet, a weave bracelet that I've been working on that totally abandoned. I need to either finish it or recycle the beads. Some sparkle fibers, my fabulous, gorgeous, real German glass glitter in 2 different grits, also from Wildlife Crafts. Some more and a few more embellishments. So that's basically what I have in here. I just put the code from the bag, from the little baggie on there. As you can see, I need to update them. So what I think I might do as a mini project is create dividers. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 36 and 9 of the large ones. So I can label them on the outside with probably my P-Touch with the 2 different codes that are in there, or what the item is inside. Action wobbles, that's what those are. I knew it'd come to me. So when you can't think of something, abandon it and it'll just spontaneously appear in your head. So that's how I keep these little things organized, and I can certainly organize this better. So when I have time, maybe while, I don't know, watching a movie or something, I will get that all done. But at least I've got the little things put away that I had on my desktop. And then I did cut out these tabs out of acetate, or out of the recycled packaging material. It's a little bit on the thicker side, so I left some rough edges which I just filed down with regular nail file. But I did notice that some of them split at the very top, so I might have to trim that back. See that split right there? So I'll just have to trim that back. I just want to make sure there aren't any sharp edges. So I'll do, and then I'll punch them with my Repesco diary punch. There's a quick look of, and it's not on my desk because obviously I don't have any desk space, so it sits in a little perfect nook where it fits perfectly. Alrighty, so I've gotten myself back into the kitchen. Let's put this all away. Like you could help. You can keep me company, but I'll have to do it all by myself. 5 minutes later, it's all put away. So I just have the cans that I'm going to use for the chili. I just hooked myself on. So I'm going to go get the pot and start the chili. Okay, so I've got my pots going. This one's for the chili, that one's for the rice. I cut the onions. So this is onion and garlic. That's onion, garlic, and lemon zest. And they're each going to go in. Twice the cooking for half the time. Onions are coming along. I've rinsed my basmati rice. That's 1 cup. I have 1 14-ounce can of low sodium chicken stock. I'm going to add a little bit more water, but first I'm going to add the rice. And I always rinse the rice. Obviously it's awkward for me to do that with my left hand, but I'm going to let the rice toast a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to add the stock. And a little bit more water. Whew, sorry about that. You got fogged up. And then I'll lid it and check it in about 12 to 14 minutes. I've added about a cup of diced celery, leaves and all, adds flavor. I'm going to go swap out one of these tomato sauces for one that has the jalapenos in it. The green chilies, I'm pretty sure that's what Polly got. Rice is coming along slow and steady. And then I'm going to drain out all of these cans of beans and rinse them. So they're all ready to go after the meat is seared in there. I have the ground beef in. I saved a little bit later for later in the week. We're going to make tacos and I'm going to drain off the beans. I took the fish out so it's resting, coming to room temperature so I can get a nice sear on it. And there's Moses. Hi, Mose. Do you want to go potty? Do you have to go potty? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have the oven preheating on 325. The meat is nearly to the point where I want it. I just don't want to see any more pink. Rice is almost done. I'm actually going to turn it off. Beans are rinsed. And I have my 2 cans of tomatoes. And I'm going to pull out the herbs and seasonings. Well, the chili is just about ready to go in the oven. I have the 3 different kinds of beans. Kidney, those, I don't know what those yellow, Great Northern, and black beans, along with a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies and diced tomatoes. Then I added 2 heaping tablespoons of chili powder, then 2 teaspoons of cumin, salt and black pepper, red pepper flakes. I'm going to let it cook for about an hour, then I'm going to taste it for flavor because the spicy flavors develop as they cook down. I was going to add another can of diced tomatoes, but as you can see, it's nice and juicy, so I'm just going to mix it one more time, lid it, and put it in the oven, and I don't have to worry about it. I'll check in on it in about an hour. In the meantime, I'm going to get my frying pan and get the salmon ready because Polly's on his way home. There's the salmon, could not be any easier. It's wild caught Sakai River Sakai River salmon. Salt and black pepper on the skin side. I'm going to put that down in the pan. I already have pat of butter and lemon in there. And then I'm just going to stand here and watch it because it goes quick. It's wild Alaskan sockeye salmon, previously frozen, but it's wild caught. And you could see it's starting to turn an opaque pink. Look at how brilliant, what a brilliant color that is. So I just put salt and black pepper, a little bit of salt and black pepper on the other side. And that's it. I'm just going to stand by until I see the crispy skin. It's not sticking. Move the pan. See how the lemons look. And they're getting nice and colored. I'm going to move that one over there. I think I'm going to lower the temperature just a little bit. See the brown? The butter's getting a little brown. It's the milk solids that are coloring up. I don't want them to get black before I'm done cooking the salmon. And this end is going to cook first, so and it's a perfect piece. It's about 0.67 of a pound. So it's perfect for us to split into 2 portions. And I'll do that once it's cooked. I actually could have cut it before, but it's easier to keep track of 1 piece than 2. That's it. There's dinner. Basmati rice, salmon, and Polly doesn't like the skin, but I love it. It's so good. So I made myself salmon skin chips. Listen. Isn't that cool? Hold on. Wow. Oh my god. So good. I'm going to squeeze some more lemon on it. And my grilled lemon. Basmati rice. And I'm going to go enjoy my dinner with hubby. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and vlog more. And I will share the pictures of the chili once it's done on my blog, along with the really loose recipe you saw. It was not very complicated. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I will see you guys soon.